Welcome back, all my creative birds, to my channel. This is Tiffany from Stuck on a Cloud, and this is another episode of Journal with the Cloud. So today I have I'm cutting out these little images that I copied from a few vintage old little golden books. This the book with all the blues was actually a French book, a French children's book about colors. And then I got this Mary Poppins one, and of course, once again, I have a hard time cutting out original images out of some books, especially a Mary Poppins ones, because I have always loved Mary Poppins since I can ever remember. She's always been my favorite. So I copy them and then cut them out and not mess up the book. And then the two little kids there with the flowers. I remember doing that with the little flowers to see if you like butter or not when you were a little kid. I cut it out and I was going to use it on that page, but I ended up not using this on the page, and it was saved, and I did use it on another page. So I am just cutting things out right now and trying to figure out what I am going to do with the page. So I will hop off for a little bit and let you guys watch the process, and then I will come back on again later. Here you'll notice I am starting to think about making a pocket out of this, and I was only hesitant because my sewing machine just wants to do its own thing. It runs, it just likes to stitch backwards. I did go and do it, but as you'll see, I'm going to flip over here for a second and show you that the stitching is not good. I do want to make some journals to sell. I know I've been getting asked a lot when I'm opening my shop back up, but as you can see there, you can see the stitches. It wants to go fast, it wants to go in its backwards, and it doesn't always want to go in the right direction. So when I'm doing little things like this where it's for me and it looks all like junky and it's fine, I'm fine with using it. But when if I want to make something to sell for you guys, because I know there's been quite a few who wants me to make journals and my journal covers and my painted collage banners, and I really want to get to making all that stuff for you guys. I just got to figure out my sewing machine. My husband took it apart, literally opened the whole thing out, cleaned every little metal movie screwy whatever piece inside the sewing machine, and it still just wants to go its own way. So until I figure out how to sew backwards, which I actually am kind of learning how to sew backwards, or I get a new one, or my sewing machine decides that it actually loves me again and wants to let me use it correctly. I'm trying to figure out a way to be able to make journals for you guys, because I get asked every day when I'm opening my shop back up again, and it really has came down to that sewing machine. So anyways, I just thought I would share that with you, because I do get asked often about that stuff, and just that was a good moment to show you that my sewing machine runs. It just doesn't run with the rest of the sewing machine crowd. It kind of likes to do its own thing. So yeah, there's that. But back to the page. I am now just kind of rearranging some flower stickers, and I made that pocket, and I found some tags that I'm going to use for my journaling on the back side of these tags. So I will just let you guys watch my process while I'm in my granny teacup moo again. It's another page brought to you by my cozy moo, and I'll pop back on again later when I have some more tips to share. So here is a good sign for like junk journaling. This is my little scrap container where I actually keep all little tiny pieces that you would normally throw away. I keep them in that little bucket because you never know when you might need a little tiny scrap. Like here I've used a couple of pieces out of that on my page. Instead of tearing new pages, I was able to just go through the little scrap bucket thingy that I have and find some pieces to use on here. So I know sometimes organizing and keeping things neat and in piles and boxes and containers is sometimes tricky, and it's just easier just to throw away all your little scraps. But if you want to get to the real nitty-gritty of a junk journal, that's junk journals are kind of you use your junk. And my journals, I use every kind of creative journaling process there is. It's kind of hard for me to put me in a category of journaling. If you want to get to like the bottom line of junk journaling, I'm not necessarily completely that. I'm not really a scrapbooker, even though I do scrapbook, but in my opinion, I kind of feel like I need to add pictures for scrapbooks, but it is kind of scrapbooking. Regular journaling, most of my page is decorative instead of writing, even though I do add writing to my page. There's the Smash Book, which I guess is kind of the same, and also they're also known as glue books, or just you glue a bunch of stuff in it. So really, I don't know what category I am in the journaling creative process world. I feel like I kind of take all of the pieces from all of it and use them because, to be honest, I love it all and I want to do it all. So I just combine them all together in one journaling book. So yeah, there's that, because I know people ask, is it junk journaling? Is it a glue book? Is it a scrapbook? It's just funness. It's a funness book that I put happiness in it, and I love creating, and that's how it goes. So if anybody can give me a category of what my journals would fit into, it'd be really awesome, because I don't really know. I just I call it love and happiness all mushed up with tape and paper. So anyways, yeah, there's that. And like I said before, keep your scraps, because right here I've actually used quite a bit of little pieces of scraps that I just made a few things as I was talking to you about it. So keep your little pieces and you'll be able to use them on things sometime in the future. So here, I'm pretty sure I've mentioned it before, and if not, I always like to add ribbon to the little holes, because I use regular paper sometimes that has the little hole punches in them, and I kind of use that opportunity anytime I come to a page that has a hole in it like that to add some ribbon and dress it up and have fun with the little hole in the paper. So when you guys have your own journals, or if you make them or buy them, and any of them have holes in them, do something with those holes. I mean, you can leave them if you like, but I always kind of add something fun to them because they're fun. That little teal crocheted flower, I tried so hard to find a spot on it because I really wanted to use it on my page, but it just wasn't having it. Just no matter I put it, it just didn't seem like it wanted to go on there. And also the little stamp of the house, I was able to use it on one of the tags here, you'll see here very soon, but that was another one I was like, I really want to use this stamp, and I really couldn't figure out how to put it on the page, but I was able to add it to one of the tags. But yeah, that little little flower there, I just didn't make it to this page this time, but it definitely makes it into this journal, that's for sure. So on here, what I did was I just numbered each tag to how I wrote. I wrote one long journal entry, and I just numbered them, so in the order of how you would read them. And so that's a little way of, if you want to add journaling to your page, just find creative ways to make beautiful pages, but still keep the journal writing in there somehow. Sometimes I have long journals like this. I used all 4 of those tags to write something. Sometimes it's just a short little entry of journal, but I always try to find a way to add some kind of journaling to my journal, because that's what it is. It's journaling. So, yep. So there I was just showing you my coffee mug. It says my happy hour, or this is my happy hour. So I thought that was appropriate as I was journaling to have my mug as my happy hour. My son's girlfriend gave me that for my birthday last year. And so I thought I would have my coffee. Coffee with unsweetened vanilla almond milk and stevia, just if you were wondering how I take my coffee. It's pretty much how I take my tea too. So I would like to know your feedback on these videos. Do you like when I pop in and talk with you guys, or you just want to listen to peaceful music and watch me create? I would love to try to do like a not really a live video, but a all the way through true video as I create. But it gets so long that I can't. I just can't do that. So you can leave a comment below to let me know what you think of the videos so far, how I'm doing on these, and because I'd love to hear your feedback, and I'd love to know, because I'm doing them to inspire all of you to create more, and so any way I can help to do that would be amazing. And as you know, if you've already watched most of my videos, that at the end I always add love to my page with my rainbow hearts. So it's always the last thing I do on my process. So that's my cue to say, if you like it, please push that like button. Please leave a comment or share some love down below. And if you're new to my channel, you can subscribe for more goodies from me, and that would be amazing if you did push that subscribe button. And like always, spread love, smile, and sunshine. Thank you.